on it than a public toilet seat. We'll tell you what that is next. Also, Geraldo Rivera's wife, Erica, is here. She's sharing her personal recipe for latkes with us on today's show. And what's happening in Cleveland for New Year's Eve? We'll have a list of the top hot spots. Your Friday lunch break is underway.
It's your lunch break with Jay Crawford.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Lunch Break. It's so good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. I am Jay Crawford, and we are thrilled to be joined at the desk today by none other than Erica Rivera, wife, of course, of Geraldo Rivera. Erica is a Cleveland native. It's a pleasure having you in.
Thank you, Jay. I'm so happy to be back in my hometown of Cleveland.
It's a wonderful
to be on the show with you. It sure is.
So you and Geraldo do a radio show in the morning, 9 to 10 on WTAM, and it's called Roadkill because he's in the middle of the road politically.
That's right. He's in the middle of the road, a little bit leaning towards the right, and I'm over here on the left.
So that's got to be fun. It's got to be.
We have a very loving marriage. We agree to disagree.
And you know what? I wish more Americans could do that. It seems like the political conversation, more so than any other time, has divided us really into red or blue state. And I think that's not healthy for a healthy nation.
Agreed.
So let's follow the lead of Erica and Geraldo and everyone come together. Okay, so we've introduced you to Erica. First on the menu today, are you a germaphobe?
I am not a germaphobe, but I do have a very sensitive nose.
Okay, I do too,
you do?
Actually. And I wouldn't be qualified as a germaphobe. Like, I'm not always reaching for the Purell, but I prefer cleanliness, of course.
Definitely.
So here's something that's going to kind of creep you out a little bit.
Is this going to make me a germaphobe?
It might, yeah, it might. Because when I read this, I was skeeved out by this for sure. So your steering wheel in your car actually has more germs than the toilet seat in a public bathroom. And I'm not making that up, Erica. That is real news.
That's really gross.
That is disgusting.
Not in my car.
In everyone's car. Now, unless you sanitize your steering wheel like once a week.
I wash my car once a week.
But do they sanitize your steering wheel?
I don't know.
I bet you start doing that now. No, typically at the car wash they don't. So this is according to carrentals.com. They surveyed 1,000 drivers to see how often people vacuum and sanitize the inside of their car. And here's what they found. 32% of drivers actually said they only do that once a year. I know, that's what I said.
How about you? Do you wash your car often?
Often. It has to be clean inside and out. I'm not going to name names, but I have gotten into cars of friends before, and it smells like a month-old cup of coffee spilled on the carpet.
Oh, it's gross, or dirty socks.
That's disgusting. So what they found was there are actually 700 different strains of bacteria that are found in the carpets of your car and even on the steering wheel. So, and because food is a big catalyst.
I love getting my car washed. When I get my car washed, I feel like a new person. It kind of changes my personality.
And do you feel like it drives better when it's clean?
Yes.
I do too. Yeah, I feel like, this car, everything's perfect in this car right now. But if it's dirty, it's a mess. So anyhow, the bottom line is sanitize that steering wheel more than once a year, for crying out loud.
So keep Purell on you and some wipes.
Yes, Purell and wipes, good idea. Okay, what's your favorite food? Do you have a favorite food?
Yes, my favorite food is pizza. I could have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I could too. Yeah, I love pizza. Yeah. So this was interesting. This is according to USA Today and DoorDash. They did a survey that basically wanted to see which foods are skyrocketing in popularity this year, 2019.
We order in from DoorDash almost every night.
So you probably, then your order probably made their study.
Maybe.
Here's what they did. They looked at orders from 2018 and then compared them to orders in 2019. And what they found was the 5 most popular foods this year compared to where they were last year: apple pie, cream cheese rangoons, molten chocolate cake. That's kind of odd to make the list. I love it. Brussels sprouts, which I am not a fan of. You love them?
My favorite, yes. Love. But I can make those.
And then hash browns, which I love too. It's hard to mess up hash browns. So,
but why not French fries?
I would say French fries, but you know what? That must have been because they were popular in 2018.
Oh, okay.
So these are all foods that have just ballooned in popularity from just last year. I know, apple pie is always popular.
That's what you eat on Thanksgiving.
I eat it anytime. You give me a piece of apple pie and a scoop of ice cream, I'm in heaven.
That's my husband's favorite too.
It is?
It is.
I like Geraldo.
We have that in common.
I kind of like Geraldo more and more here.
Cookie fan.
I love chocolate chip cookies too. By the way, here's a tip if you're selling your house. They always say before a big showing or an open house to bake chocolate chip cookies. because people come in and it smells so homey.
That's a great tip.
And
it's true.
I try to do what I can. All right, today is Friday, and Erica, we have a tradition here. On Fridays, we try to tee up Cleveland to make sure they have a fun weekend, and that's where our digital anchor, Stephanie Haney, comes in. Stephanie, tell us what's good this weekend.
Oh, there's a lot of great stuff happening this weekend, Jay, and it's, nice that you can still do some things that are holiday themed with the stress of the holiday behind us, because the lights are still up in Public Square. And the ice rink is open all winter long through February 29th. And they always have special events at the ice rink. One that's coming up this weekend is Disco After Dark in the square. So you can dance to disco classics while you skate through Public Square. And if you just want to rent skates, it's $10. But if you want to go without skates, if you have your own, it's $7. That's this Friday from 5 to 9 p.m. Now, if you like making things and you're looking for a unique date night, this might be for you. You can make your own custom blown stemless wine glasses, rocks glasses, pint glasses, and beer mugs at the Glass Bubble Project in downtown Cleveland. So you go there, you can have some food, have some drinks, you make it, you let it cool overnight, then you just have to go back the next day to pick it up. Pizza and drinks are included, and it's $130 per couple. You do want to reserve that in advance. That's this Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. If you are artsy and you love food and drinks, this is the one that's for you. You can eat, drink, and win prizes to support the Akron Art Museum in its mission of enriching lives through modern and contemporary art at this event. It's called the Charity Tap and App event. This is at R. Shea Brewing in downtown Akron. Now, 100% of the proceeds from specific beers and appetizers at this event will be donated to the Akron Art Museum. There will also be prizes there, like VIP passes to the Art and Ale event happening in March. This is the Akron Art Museum's craft beer tasting event. There'll be Art and Ale merchandise there, R. Shea gift cards, and merchandise, and that's from Sunday from 11 to 9 p.m. And of course, Jay, I know you like this one. Yeah. Saturday kicks off the college football playoffs, and our Buckeyes are taking on the Clemson Tigers.
Yes.
That's in Arizona at 8 p.m. Eastern, so you might want to catch that Saturday.
I was at the Clemson-Ohio State game in Phoenix 2 years ago. It was also the college football semifinals, and Ohio State got waxed. I think we got shut out. I think it was 31-0. So I'm thinking revenge this time around. I will be in Phoenix, but I leave the day before. And I'd already booked my travel, so I'm not going to be there for the game.
I don't want to say that you're bad luck, but let's try something different. Don't be there.
No, listen, that's fine. So the Browns this year have had 7 home games. I've gone to 3. They lost all 3. I said, that's it. I'm the jinx. I stopped going. They've won 4 straight home games since I stopped going.
Hey, we'll take anything. We'll try anything. We're
Browns fans in
this town. We'll try anything.
Okay, Stephanie, thank you very much. The new year for many marks a new beginning. Seems like a natural time to reboot. Erica, did you know that New Year's Day is one of the top 5 days for breakups?
That is really sad.
It is sad.
That's excruciating.
I know, right? That's a festive time of the year. Everyone thinks it's a new beginning. I think the fact that it's a new beginning has a lot of people thinking maybe it's time for a new beginning, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and so
maybe New Year's is better than Christmas. I don't know, because then you have to go through all the holidays with someone that doesn't really want to be with you, because that's not nice either.
No, it's not. When you know, I always say this, when you know, and let the other person know. Yeah. Bustle.com wrote this article, and they actually find that the 5 most popular days to break up are days that you wouldn't really think of. One is New Year's Day. Another one was Valentine's Day.
No, that's really cruel.
I guess it's because they realized that maybe the gift that they were given, like maybe this person isn't as serious as I was. But Valentine's Day is one of the top 5 days. The other, I thought this was funny.
Maybe somebody is cheap and they just don't want to
give a good gift. Yeah. Could happen. For some reason, I don't know why, they found the entire month of March is just all bad. There's more breakups in March than any other month. And I don't know if this is why, but my thinking there is spring is getting ready to start. That's another kind of renewal season. Let's start new. And so I think as a result, people are ditching their lover in March.
During the holidays, it can be kind of dark and stormy outside, and you're also dieting. You gain a little bit of weight from the holidays.
Oh, I see where you're going.
You might be a little cranky.
Yeah. Okay.
Argumentative. And,
anyway, if you're in love with someone, so be careful around New Year's Day. There is a new bathroom read for you, and it's actually about, you guessed it, Erica, the bathroom.
Cleveland bathrooms specifically. Austin Love caught up with the local artist and her journey to document the restrooms of Cleveland.
Hi. All right, here we go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Arabella, welcome to the WKYC bathroom. It's like a home away from home for me.
Great to be here.
What's your deal with restrooms?
No deal, really. I started off taking mirror selfies, which, you know, is a very now thing to do, and posting it on Instagram, but I only did it in places that I thought were very janky and very 60s looking, and Cleveland has a lot of bathrooms like that. Started a hashtag on Instagram called Restrooms of Cleveland, and then people started following it and really got excited about it, and then people were like, oh, you should do a book of this. People have a really strong opinion about restrooms. I had no idea, but it's become a thing.
Oh yeah. First thing I see, some interesting decor. Definite throwback. I see the old school garbage can that we have here. I mean, this is just a classic.
This is a mural by an artist named Peter J. Larson, and I just love the mint green. It's very 60s. Apparently, a lot of women on Tinder use this as their backdrp as well, or so I've heard.
Interesting. All right, guys, so if you see this on Tinder, you know where your lady's hanging out to, so swipe right. What do you want people to get out of this book?
I just want people to appreciate from a, you know, anthropological standpoint and maybe decor standpoint what they have before it's gone.
Also wash your hands, too, and wipe.
Oh, Austin. I walked into the bathroom a couple of weeks ago and there was a camera set up there and no one was there, just a camera. And I looked around, I'm like, this is not good. Now I know why. That's where Austin did the interview.
Hilarious.
That book looks pretty cool. You made a point when you were watching it, you compared the bathrooms in New York to Cleveland and you said?
They are so much bigger here.
They are.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. And nicer, I think.
A lot nicer.
Okay, the restrooms of Cleveland, it's out now. Arabella said that she took hundreds of photos of different bathrooms around Cleveland for the book. Only the best, Erica, made it into the book.
If you want your own copy, we have information on how you can get one on our website, WKYC.com.
Next on the menu, Erica's cooking up a traditional Hanukkah dish. I can't wait for that, and it's next. Welcome back to Lunch Break. We've made our way to the kitchen, my favorite place in the world, although I don't know how to cook. Erica does, and she's going to share an old family recipe that's also a traditional Jewish dish because Hanukkah did start 6 days ago.
That's right.
So we're going to make latkes.
My mom's recipe.
Okay.
Nancy Levy of the Village of Orange.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So how
it's
do we?
Latke time of year.
How do we make them?
And so what you're going to do is this is a traditional recipe, but you can go crazy if you want to.
Okay.
Start with 3 potatoes. Take
Right.
the potatoes, you want to wash them in warm water, get
Okay.
all the stuff off, then pat them down with a paper towel. And then take your potatoes and you're gonna peel it, and
Yep.
then you want to chop it. You could chop it in the food processor or a blender.
And here they are.
Unless you want to do it like that. That's them.
Now, we should say we prepared these yesterday, so the air has discolored them a little bit. Normally,
My
of course,
mom
they
and I
look white.
worked hard yesterday. And yes, and then you do the same thing with the onion. You have to peel the onion
Right.
and then chop it up. You could chop it up in the food processor or the blender.
There's the
and
diced
then
onions.
There are the onions.
Okay,
and then
very
put
good.
them in the bowl. Actually, you want to take the potatoes first and wring them out in the cheesecloth.
Oh,
So
okay.
You have to get all the
To
starch
get
and
all the
water.
moisture out of them.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to leave a little bit, but get most of the water out, and it's just a mess.
Okay.
So that's why we're not
So then
doing
we
it
go
right now.
potatoes.
Yes, put the potatoes in there.
And you've already
Thank
done
you,
that.
Jay. And then the onion.
And then the onion.
And then it'll be a teaspoon of salt.
Teaspoon of
Teaspoon
salt, already measured out.
and
Look
a
at you,
tablespoon
Erica.
of flour.
All right.
And then 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
2 eggs.
And then how do you actually mix it all together? Do you use a blender or you just mix it
could
with a
blend it, but just pulse it for
Yeah.
a little bit. But you can just mix it.
Mix it with a spoon. Okay.
Mix it up, and then you are ready once it's all mixed.
Yeah.
And then you want to pour a lot of oil.
A lot of
and
oil.
you could use chicken schmaltz.
Okay.
Not the kind of schmaltz that you see in the movies or music,
Right,
but
right.
it's chicken fat and adds
And
a
that
lot
kinda
of
holds it
flavor.
together and
That
gives us
holds
some
it
flavor.
Yes, gives us flavor. And then oil you want to use, don't use fancy olive oil, use safflower or canola, or
Okay.
I have Crisco here. And then you heat it up at medium to high heat. For
Well, I want to see pictures of your
minutes, and
family that gets
aw.
to enjoy these so
Can
much.
I tell you, when I first met my mother-in-law, my Jewish mother-in-law,
Yeah.
I went over to her house and she made a huge plate of potato latkes and a huge bowl of rice and beans.
Oh, wow.
Because my husband Geraldo, his father's Puerto Rican, his
Yeah.
mother's Jewish.
Yes.
And so she said, welcome to the family, this is who we are.
How sweet.
It was so sweet.
How sweet. Look at the pictures, by the way, so tell us who we're seeing.
Oh, so that is my daughter Sol, my husband Geraldo, and we're celebrating Hanukkah. And those are our dancing bears.
Aw.
Which is very
cute.
sweet.
I'm gonna put
So
some
opening up some
applesauce on this while
some
you're
Hanukkah
talking.
presents and playing with Geraldo. We also hang stockings on Christmas. That's our Christmas tradition, besides Chinese food and a movie.
That's family, that's
A lot-
tradition.
That's a Jewish tradition.
I like that.
Geraldo thought that was only a New York Jewish tradition. Not,
Come to
he
find
didn't
out
know
they
it
do
was
that in Shaker,
Jews
too.
All over the entire world. Jews
Okay,
do
very
that.
good. I just put
Yeah.
applesauce on the top of this latke.
Do you know the reason why we eat latkes?
No.
Because they're made in oil.
Okay.
We also eat donuts because they're made in oil, because of the little bit of oil that was found in the
I've
rededicated
heard that
Holy
before.
Temple in
Yeah.
Jerusalem. Over 2,000 years ago, they found the Maccabees found a little bit of oil. They had just beaten the Syrians, and
They used
the
that in
oil
their
was only
food.
supposed to last for 1 day, but it lasted 8 days and nights. And
Mm.
that's why we light the menorah.
And these are
We
good.
like the shamash. They're good, right? They're good.
They're very good.
Now, you like applesauce, but you can also use sour cream or
Very
both.
good. Okay.
Or you
We're
can
going
go
to take a
crazy.
break. I'm going to continue to eat and find out about latkes from
I'm
Erica.
gonna have one too.
Yes, do.
Yes, I want to eat all of them.
More lunch break. We're going to tell you what to do on New Year's Eve in Cleveland. I can't wait
Oh,
to hear.
fun. Me
And that's
too.
next. These are really good.
Oh, good.
What kids will do.
I'd like to start this segment by saying I did not get the red blazer memo. I feel left out.
We discussed it. Sorry.
Because of that, I feel at home because I always feel like I'm the last to know. New Year's Eve, just a couple days away, and we know that Cleveland has a lot to offer, but it's hard to figure out everything that's going on or what the best things might be. So that's where our friend Kristen Jantonio comes in from Destination Cleveland. We love when she's here because she always tells us how to have fun.
Stop, I'm excited.
New Year's Eve, give us something family friendly that you find is a good option.
So a good one for the families is to go to the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo for New Year's Eve. It's really perfect for the kids who have to go to bed early. You can still have the festivities and the fun, but be in bed on time.
Wait, Noon Year's?
Noon Year's
So wait,
Eve.
do they count down the New Year at 12 noon?
Yep, you got it.
What a great idea. Hey, I'm observant.
I love it. So what's great about it is you're able to go around the zoo, you're able to party, have a little dance party for New Year's Eve, and watch the ball drop at noon. And you're able to see the animals too, which is a lot of fun for the families.
Super cool.
Super cool. Very cool. What about live entertainment without breaking the bank?
So we have so many great entertainment venues in Cleveland to hear live music, and one that really pops out to me is Music Box Supper Club. And I will say, with all of these events, of course, we want to make sure we go to the websites, check for ticket availability. New Year's is a hot ticket. I love it on the West Bank of the Flats, and they have 3 great options. They have a New Year's Eve brunch, a Motown brunch, and you're able to listen to the music, do a champagne toast at noon.
Fun.
And then there are 2 evening events, the Cleveland Keys Dueling Piano Show, and then the Sunrise Jones will be doing a show as well, 80s dance party. And I will say, I went to that one last year. My friends and I had a blast.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Can't go wrong. 80s dance party in Cleveland, Ohio. I think that's where the fun's going to be. Okay, what if we want to get fancy and we want to have like a more upscale event? Where's that?
So if you want to be fancy schmancy, I would recommend going to the Metropolitan at the 9. They're going to be having their Roaring 20s event, which so many people are taking advantage of considering we are going into 2020. And you'll be able to have cocktails in the vault, the speakeasy underneath Metropolitan at the 9. You'll be able to get dressed up in your flapper attire if you want to, your upscale cocktail gear. And then you'll also be able to listen to music, dance, and ring in the new year with a champagne toast.
I love that theme. It's 2020, so their theme is the Roaring 20s.
That's so fun. I had my prom there.
Did
and
you
I
really?
haven't been
At the
back
nine?
Yeah, so I'd love to go back.
Do you wear 20s attire?
Yeah,
Is that
definitely recommend getting the
I'm
flapper
in.
stuff out. You have to.
Kristen,
Go on.
thanks. That's
Of
great
course.
advice, as
Thank
always.
you.
All of this is up on our website, and we're back with more Lunch Break right after you see this. Welcome back to Lunch Break. We say goodbye today with a pretty interesting story out of Topeka, Kansas. Here's the deal. The city wants people to move there so badly that they're actually offering you $15,000 if you move there. They're trying to boost their population, and their economy.
You have to live and work there for a whole year. Then you can use the money toward renting or buying a home.
Huh.
There should be enough money to fund 40 to 60 new workers.
That seems so desperate to me.
It does,
That almost
doesn't
seems
it?
like paying someone to date you.
And also, if I already live in Topeka, I'm like, where's my money? I've been here.
Exactly.
Totally, you know?
You're true
Yes.
blue. They only have enough money for 40 to 60. So what if you're that 61st person that moves there from, I don't know, Alaska, and they say, oh, sorry, the money dried out. We
It's
have no
their
money for
emergency.
you.
You got to get in now. Now is the time.
Topeka. Looking desperate. We'll
Hey,
see
my
you
dad
tomorrow.
was born there.
Was he really?
Who's a part of your afternoon? Watch us live wherever you are, on our website, on our apps, and on Hulu and Roku. No matter where you are, 3 News is there.
Oh, wow, new Toyota? Yeah, we got a great deal at Toyotathon.